What is up, people?
It's
What's going
Friday.
on, everybody?
Thursday.
On a Monday.
On a Wednesday.
On what Sunday? What day didn't we say yet? Sunday.
That's Saturday.
Saturday.
As always, I am the great Malcolm Alexander Carter, and I'm joined by
Giant Black Brown.
Oh, mean echo.
Also Detective Bug.
and also joined by
He's frozen.
Oh, we had it.
so close.
He was going so close.
Oh, there he is.
We've done
Hey,
for
he's
like-
back.
we've
There's
done this
some
show
hope.
for like years, and for 2 years we've almost never gotten a full intro fully.
I think that's what's good about
And-
this show, though. The intro's always funny.
Internet.
You're laughing from Jump Street on this show.
It never, we try so hard every week too. That's the sad part.
Yeah.
And as we are joined by super producer Gnarly Marv.
What's up? What's up? He remembered me this week. I guess we
Yeah,
can
I
be,
know.
Hey.
I guess we could be friends now.
Shunned you.
Yeah, for real.
I guess we can be friends now.
I guess we can be friends now.
Oh,
He guesses.
so how's everybody's week?
It's only a guess.
Let's,
It's been fun. It's been fun.
what about you, Black Star?
My week has been amazing. Amazing.
What have you done
Yeah.
this week that made it so amazing? Finally touched-
I'm working on my anime body. Yeah, I'm trying to get that Ichigo, toned out, where everything's like technically he has the strength of a bodybuilder, but he has the complexion of a skinny African child. So I'm working on that right now with my body type. So I'm just having fun.
Look, I've said if Shaggy never got buff, he'd look like a Bleach character because the Bleach characters is skinny in frame, but they got like the 6-pack and just scrawny as hell. I'm glad you finally embraced it. I really
Yeah,
am.
because they have so much power. You got to think about that. I swing my right arm one time, people got to go unleash the Bankai or something.
I thought about doing it too, doing like the whole let me train a little bit, let me do some like time skipping stuff. I'm too scared to leave the house.
Yours would end up you don't got to leave the house. It would be perfect. You could do the Uncle Iroh thing.
You're just making excuses,
Yo.
bro.
You
No.
could just do the pillow right here for sure.
True.
My man just making excuses. Don't help him, Cheyenne. He's making excuses.
I'm telling them he can do it.
No, I could sit here and do the Uncle Iroh thing. That's too much.
Yeah.
I am being straight about it.
Like I said,
I've been eating a lot. I've been eating a lot of bread, and as you all know, bread makes you fat. So,
Don't tell me that. I'll eat a whole loaf right now.
but yeah. What about you, John? Anything new? He started. Wait, for everybody
Well-
who's watching, John started off with a guitar. Now
Yes.
it's gone.
Yeah, what
I
happened?
put it
to
away.
Why?
It's
You
still
ain't even introduced
here.
the guitar.
I have it. Don't worry. I have it right here. Right,
Did you
right
name
here.
it? You got to
As you can
introduce
see.
it?
you got Jeff Jarrett over here.
I haven't quite named it, but I like that. That's funny.
Ooh,
I'm gonna smash it over somebody. I still haven't named it yet.
name it Layla. Like that Aaron Clapton song.
Yes.
Fine.
Nah, don't do that. Don't be a
I
Chad, bro.
could.
Don't be
I'll
a
still
Chad.
think about it.
Don't be a Chad.
I'll
Don't
think
name it
about
that.
it.
Right.
Don't be a
Alcabong.
Chad.
Yeah, don't be
a
a
Chad.
Don't be a
But
Chad.
anyway.
Don't be a Chad.
The week. Anyway, the week was good. This past Sunday, one of my cousins got married.
God, man.
It was live streamed on Instagram,
Congratulations.
so it was nice.
I got the
And
wrong one.
And that same cousin just graduated today from Montclair in
Oh,
film.
Awesome. Double feature.
And yesterday, my other cousin graduated from Rutgers in criminal justice.
Nice. Double feature.
Yeah, so
amazing week.
yeah, amazing week. You're right. You're absolutely right.
What about you, Marv? I was on your Twitch stream. What's up?
Yeah, I've been doing the Twitch the game. I got a new Nintendo Switch, so I've been streaming Smash Bros again, and
Nice.
Yay.
I've how you call it, been having a good time, man. Starting to get a lot of viewers again. It's pretty wild up there, it's probably the happiest you'll ever see me when I'm streaming on Twitch. It's like the most.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Oh, sorry for cutting you off.
It's cool, but yeah, it's honestly like the you know how I record everybody's podcast and I listen to all you guys and I see you guys having all this fun. Like that's my version of like the podcast. That's my release or my venting kind of. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's dope.
Watching Mark Twitch is so much fun to watch. It's phenomenal to watch. It's so happy, so energetic.
Yeah, it's dope. I missed it. I didn't do it all last year because the business was growing so much. I didn't have time for it. But this year I made a vow I was gonna do it, and I'm definitely sticking to it.
I crashed it for a while. I was hoping he would figure out it was me, but I was like, nah, he didn't notice.
He tried to catfish me.
Really?
Pretty much. He was catfishing me.
Terrible.
He made a fake name, fake account, and started talking to me.
He was like, "Hi, how are you?"
I went in, and he was like, "Jack Hart, what's good?" I was like, "Oh, hey, he doesn't even know it's me." All right, cool.
You went in to
Alright,
catfish
cool.
someone.
You win
with
this
your
round.
Character's name.
Yep, he
You
did.
deserve an L. You sir deserve an L.
You win this round.
What?
Brock.
How
You
did
win
I-
this round, Brock.
Everyone knows you made the character Jack Hart. So to go anywhere and to see that name automatically, yeah, what are you doing here?
I didn't know. He never told me his character's name, so I didn't know. But
Okay,
how-
so you know what? I'll
Yeah.
take that back.
yeah, I didn't even
But
know.
anybody else besides Marv, you would have took that L.
Yeah. I had no idea.
Anybody besides Marv, you would have took that L.
He was joining in on the jokes though. We were definitely making fun of my friend plays with the arcade stick for he plays video games with it. And it's so loud, I always tell him like, bro, you might as well just play with a piano. So yeah, we were saying he went into Guitar Center and said, "What's the best controller for what's the best piano for Street Fighter?" And they were like, the Yamaha has the least amount of input lag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they actually recommended one to
They recommended the Yamaha.
techno sound.
So I was watching his friend play, and the whole time we were throwing like, he should be playing this, he should be playing that, while he's just beating the crap out of somebody.
Yeah, it was funny. But
It
yeah,
was great.
man.
It was great.
Yeah, stop by if you guys ever get a chance, man. John and Cheyenne, it's pretty cool. Twitch.com, Bravery Arcade.
Nice.
Bravery Arcade.
Yeah.
I'll follow you.
Yeah, thanks,
Cool
man.
show.
Appreciate it.
I have a Twitch, so
I need-
all right, I'll make one. Try to follow you.
I bet.
I have a Twitch too, but I haven't reported anything on it. I have Twitch also, but I haven't reported anything on it.
One of these days, right?
I thought you had to.
Not yet, at least.
Hmm.
One of these
All right,
days. Well, one of these days.
Yeah, one of these days.
all right. Let's jump
Twitch
into
is
the
better
first
than
topic.
YouTube.
Let's jump
when
into
it
the
comes to
topic.
streaming,
A
right?
great slam and then stop.
Yep.
It's on.
Okay,
So,
so
Dark Side of the
you want
Ring.
to talk to? Okay, cool. This is cool. Take it away, John.
So, Dark Side of the Ring brings us yet another emotional episode of one of the most tragic stories in the history of wrestling.
Yes,
The final days of Owen Hart. Owen James Hart.
Okay, as a dude who did not watch wrestling as a kid, learning about this whole entire thing was whoa. That was it looked like it was going to be a bad idea, especially when they broke down everything that went on. But learning about Bret Hart, and is it the same guy? It's the same guy who that his older brother was the one in the Montreal screw job, right?
Yes.
So to learn those two were like
Bret Hart
that,
is the one. Yeah, that was in it.
I was really shocked and in awe that this guy was so. He wasn't even in the prime. It was like he just started his career, and it was like boom. It just kind of went downhill. He didn't even have a chance to shine. So I'll start with Cheyenne because Cheyenne, you probably know the story, and you also have less. Did you watch the show, man?
I didn't watch the show, but I know the story, and I know both of the wrestlers from watching them because I wasn't around, but like watching like the highlights and everything, and watching like the certain stories. So my personal take when I did hear of the tragedy, because that's just how I saw it. I was just like, it's another WWE superstar who fell tragically before they really got the chance to see glory, like you said. And like that should really hurt you if you're really a fan of wrestling, then you know everything that goes into it.
What about you, John? What do you have to say about it? Because I know you put me on the show. Like I
mean, I knew somewhat of it because I've seen it before on a YouTube channel, but then here they added like a little small details that weren't like fully covered, and it was tragic. It was like very tragic. And what bothered me a little bit is that because the fact that it happened is because they wanted to save, and on top of all that, they still went on with the pay-per-view afterwards. That's what bothered me a bit.
Yeah, I think that was the worst part about it. Marv, what about you? What did you think about it if you got to see it?
I liked the episode, but I'm disappointed that there was a lot of things missing from it that other episodes had. One thing is that they didn't talk to any doctors or they didn't talk to any cops that were there that day that took care of the situation afterwards. There was no interviews from cops. Like if you watch the Benoit episode, they talked to cops, they talked to doctors, they did a lot of research for it. I feel like this episode didn't have enough research done for it. Secondly, I feel like there's big facts missing from it. One thing is that the it's not just that they wanted to save money. On it, of course, every company wants to save money, but they did never say the line. They never said the line that it was Vince McMahon's idea to have a quick release system. So I feel like they didn't want to put too much heat on Vince because he was the main one that said, I think the system should be quick release, and that quick release is what killed him. It's a really, really like fast thing that comes off. So, and then they also skipped the fact that the real reason why he quick released it in the air, it didn't just break, was that the cape was choking him. So somehow, some way, the cape and the harness, they got tangled up. And so if he didn't release it, he would have choked to death because it was choking him that hard up there. Because there's a little way to the ring. He would have never made it to the ring without being choked to death. So that never gets said in the episode. Never gets said. So I don't know. I liked it, but since I know all the facts about this situation, because this was 1999, I was 10 years old. I was watching this pay-per-view when it happened. And I know the facts behind it. So I was a little bit disappointed that there wasn't a lot of, there was some things skipped and that kind of stuff. But yeah, overall, it's good if you don't know about wrestling. But if you know what you know about wrestling, then it's kind of disappointing because the Benoit had so much new information that wrestling fans didn't know. But yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a 2-part episode, so that's why there was a lot to cover.
It wasn't a 2-parter. That's true. That's true too. But
for me, being that guy who just jumped into this as it's a documentary, Yeah, no, a lot of it was like, whoa, whoa. The weird part was when JR got it and he only had 5-10 seconds to actually
Yeah, that's nuts.
take that. That was nuts. I was like, Jesus, whoa, no. And again
Yeah.
with the what was that? Damn, it's on the tip of my tongue. Again with how they were like, oh, the show still has to go on. I'm like, Jesus, a man just died. Like,
Yeah, because
Exactly.
it's the entertainment business at the same time. So it's like the show
But
must go on.
there's a difference in entertainment when there's somebody who broke a leg to somebody who passed away.
Yes.
But I'm a little.
Like-
Yeah, but
I'm a little.
if the
Is
fans
manageable,
are
but-
unaware, because like the fans, you have fans like, oh, is he okay? Is he okay? And you had them come out, grab him, bring him out on the stretcher and everything.
They were
And
asked
there's always that, yo,
that,
is he
and then-
okay?
and
But
then minutes later,
Nothing was ever
JR
confirmed,
had to
and
say it.
nothing was ever certain.
Bro, it's a little tough to knock whoever was in charge that day for keeping the show going, because in a panicked situation, you got an arena full of people who paid hella tickets to be there, and
Yeah,
and
that's
then
a refund for everybody.
and then you like what they took him to the hospital. Maybe he was thinking in his head like, all right, maybe there's a chance they could save him. You know what I'm saying? He didn't.
Exactly.
It's not just that. Oh, he fell down.
Well-
Boom, he's dead. You know, send him to the funeral home. They took him to the hospital, and they took him to the hospital. They with the intention of saving his life. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
so it's like,
I'm not
so it's
so.
like, yo, if we can
Yep.
save him, let's save him, and let's keep the show going so people don't know, and then boom, he'll just make his comeback.
They really did not tell WWE's side of the story, and they did not tell the wrestlers' side of the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like with any other interview they did, like the wrestlers had more to say about the situation, about why it kept going. They didn't. Godfather was there. They didn't ask him why he kept going. D'Lo Brown was there. They didn't ask him that, or maybe they
Yeah.
asked him, but they didn't put it in the episode. So I feel like
I think-
there's more to it than what they showed.
Yeah, because it seemed the way you're the way you're saying it, yeah, they really didn't. All the other episodes, you would get like one person, this person, this person was here.
It
this
was
person
all
was there.
it was
Yeah.
all just his wife, and they really made it sound like it was just, oh fuck it, he's dead. All right, keep the show going. Who cares? Let's go. No, it's not like that. It wasn't like that at all. So I don't know about this episode. It's kind of making WWE look evil, but it's also missing facts that doesn't make Vince McMahon look as evil as he is, because that man is evil. He probably
Yeah, I'm about
mean,
to say,
he is evil.
we
He's
got-
Heihachi.
we gotta know, like,
No lie.
WWE has its dirt. Like,
Yeah.
I love WWE, but it has its dirt. Like, the business itself has its dirt. But it's like,
Of course.
Vince is the
It's
real life
all
Heihachi from
small,
Tekken.
yeah.
Vince is the real life Heihachi from Tekken. He's real
oh
life.
my God.
Yeah, bro.
Sounds about
You never.
all right.
He really is. He really is.
That
Grandpa
was-
McMurphy face.
That was so accurate when he came back buffed with the tank top.
Exactly.
That was the accurate depiction.
Exactly. Vince
Yep.
is the real life Heihachi.
old-
Me and DX say it all the time.
old-
So yeah, like
I love that.
Vince is
guy.
evil, but they still skipped that fact that it was mainly Vince's idea that got this guy killed. Mainly, the show going on. That's not just a one
Yeah.
person thing, but I don't know. There's a lot of stuff missing. That's just me. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
because this wife,
play
this
into
wife,
it.
this
And
wife
that's
shows
why
and it was just like, whoa, that thing looked like it wasn't even strong enough to hold. It was supposed to be only like for sailboats, like to hold those sails and snap those off.
Yep.
So it wasn't even 100% like, oh, this could hold enough pounds. No, it barely could.
Yeah.
It only took 6 pounds of pressure to break.
Yeah. But I know John knows, but there's another version of this story that you can watch on Behind the Titantron that I feel like that did a better job of telling this story.
Yes.
So if you want to see more facts to this, go
That
watch Behind the
explains
Titantron.
the whole Vince side. Yeah.
Yes. You'll get a better
But-
understanding of this story.
And then that's why after that whole tragedy, his likeliness was never used again, ever, in any game, advertisement, merchandise, nothing.
I think WWE threw shade at his wife though, because
They didn't want like his.
WWE threw shade at his wife because his wife said,
Yeah, I think I remember
famously-
vaguely her saying that. Like,
she famously said, "Oh, there's gonna be a day of reckoning," and then you know what WWF did? They came out with a video game called WWF Day of Reckoning. And they came out with two of them. There's Day of Reckoning 2 also.
Yeah, yeah, Day of Reckoning 1 and 2. I
Yep.
remember that. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm like, well,
But on the other hand,
take a shot,
though,
but
you can kind of say they threw shots, but at the same time respected her wishes because the family said they don't
they
really
can't
want him involved anymore, anything like that.
in
like,
anything
anything.
to WWE related.
Because
Oddly
Yeah,
enough,
so that's respect
he
at the
was
same
supposed to
time.
appear. Here's here's a fun fact. His last game was an N64 game, and then he was supposed to reprise it again in another N64 game that was going to come out months later. But then after the tragedy, he was cut out from it,
Ooh.
and then that's why after all that, he's never been mentioned. She even refused his Hall of Fame induction into WWE because she said that she didn't want her husband to be glorified like that, and all that.
I think that I think she got some dirt on her side too, because the story is that from the family is that it's not that they wanted to it's not that she said, hey, you don't have to stand with me, but just don't stand against me. I think it really, what at least what the rumor is that she went up to them and told them, hey, you have to stand with me or you're against me, and also you have to give me any dirt on Vince that we could use to hurt him or whatever. So I think there's more to her. There's some evil on her side too. It's not just all she's the innocent butterfly like she seems like in the episode.
And yeah, some, but it's it's a reaction. I mean, they just lost her husband, and
Yeah, yeah, I hear
company
you.
wasn't doing much.
I hear you, but there's a reason why there wasn't none of Owen
What would
Hart's.
you do?
There's a reason why none of Owen Hart's freaking 11 brothers were there in that episode. Like they didn't want to be a part of it because there's more to it.
All under that, they were all under the WWF umbrella. They were all working for
No,
it.
they weren't. No, they weren't.
Except for one.
No, none of them were. Only Owen. Owen
Some
was
of
the
them are
only
still
one.
technically
They,
under.
they used to work. They used to work. None of them worked for Vince at that point in time except Owen.
No, but I think
you're
they
right.
still have those.
No, only person that from that family who's just like an associate or by marriage was British Bulldog, and I think Neidhart or whatever his name
I don't
was. British Bulldog was married to his sister
Jim Neidhart.
Jim Neidhart.
Jim the Anvil.
Yeah, Jim the Anvil Neidhart
yeah.
was married to the other sister. So there was no other Hart members besides by marriage working for the WWF at that point in time. The whole story where they didn't want to talk bad about Vince because he was the most powerful man in wrestling at the time. I don't know. I'm not buying that story. That doesn't seem like it really makes sense. If my brother died, I'm gonna go after God for whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That doesn't really make sense to me.
I see where you're coming from.
While we're on the topic of real quick about WWE superstars, could we have a quick moment of silence for the WWE superstar that passed recently? She had Gaspard. Well, Malcolm, you don't really know too much about wrestling, but when he came out, it was him and his brother, and me and my cousin loved them instantly. One, because they wore Timbs, and two, because they were black. So it was like two black, like they were posing two black brothers doing this, and they're a tag team. All right, cool, we can rock with it. And they were phenomenal.
That's funny, man. That's funny.
Well,
they
recently, Chad Gaspard passed away while swimming with his 10-year-old son. He was taken away by a riptide. It's reported. Before lifeguards were about to go after him, he told them to go after his son, so they were able to save his son, and he ended up getting taken away, and they found the body hours later.
Jesus, that is dark. But yes, please, one moment of silence, man. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
Also, to add this onto that, oceans, not fun, never fun. No,
There's only ocean to do that, right? If you swim in a beach, you're okay, or it's just no beaches are good, safe.
I don't even know. I just think it's just big bodies of water that have tides. Always watch out.
Yeah.
that's why I don't mess with the ocean. I don't know how to swim, and B, I'm not messing with something that's damn near like 75% of the earth. No, I'm cool. I'll stay away from it. I'm cool with that. I like land.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's jump into the next topic.
This match
All right.
is red hot. You're up.
Next
Take it away,
topic.
Marv. Take it away, Marv.
Take it away, Mark. Where am I taking it?
Oh my God,
Shit.
I didn't know I
We're
was
doing
hosting this one, but okay. Yeah. So yeah.
Justice League.
It was just announced that Justice League, the Snyder Cut, will be appearing on HBO Max now. It'll be getting released there. And I'm kind of just like hyped, curiously hyped. I'm not hyped because I think it's gonna be good. I'm not hyped because I think it was necessary. I just think it's another tactic to get people to get the HBO subscription. But yeah, man. I feel like Malcolm has really bad opinions of this, so I'm gonna start with him. Go ahead, Malcolm.
Let me just first say what is they're gonna change in the movie? Like when they released the Watchmen, when they released the Watchmen cut, it was like, okay, cool. Like it only added a few little things, not too much, but enough. Honestly, you had to add the Black Freighter into it just to make that Watchmen movie decent. Now it's like they've been crying for this Justice League director's cut. They want the Snyder cut. Now, if they get the Snyder cut, you know it's just going to be disappointment again. Like, it doesn't make the movie any better. You still get the same movie, just a little bit more added.
How do you know?
That's about it.
How do you know that?
Because the movie was already garbage.
No, but you do realize that they bought a whole different director in Josh Whedon, and they scrapped everything that Zack Snyder had filmed. Zack Snyder has rolls of film that never got put in the movie. He had the black Superman suit. He had Darkseid appearing in the movie. Apparently, it's closer to Justice League Dark. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm just saying I'm curious. I want to see what's there. High five, yeah, high five to you too. Go ahead, Cheyenne, take it away.
I totally agree with Malcolm, but I'm just gonna dig a little bit deeper. This comes from the heart, because when I first seen the Justice League movie, when I first seen that atrocious trailer, I knew from the rip, I'm gonna gouge my eyes out with a round rock. And when I saw it, I had to stop myself from gouging my eyes out with a round rock.
Look, I knew the movie from the get-go was going to be bad. Like,
Bro,
it was already rushed. And if you
only
add,
thing-
what do you add if
thing I
you
can
rush
see-
the painting
Malcolm,
and you're like, oh, I'm going to
Mal-
go back and fix some
Malcolm,
stuff? It's still rushed.
It's
I got you. I got
Cheyenne's
you right here.
turn.
This is what they're
Cheyenne's
gonna
turn.
add. This is what they're gonna add. They're gonna add. Watch this. Boom, bow. You're gonna see a couple of Atlanteans because, oh yeah, you didn't know. When this whole thing took place, this is after Aquaman. So, boom, you're gonna see Mera probably pop up real quick when he goes to get Aquaman. Boom. That's that little teaser, real quick. Boom, boom, boom.
This
When
just
it comes
sounds like it's gonna sound like it sounds like Family Dollar Avengers Endgame. That's all it sounds like right now. That's all it's gonna be.
No.
True value.
You're just
True value
you're just-
Endgame?
You're just sprinkling.
No, True Value
You're just
is way better.
sprinkling sprinkles on samples. If I bring you a tray of samples and I just throw sprinkles on them, that's all I did. Before I had the regular samples, no sprinkles. Oh, y'all ain't like that? Okay, I go back up in here. I throw those sprinkles on them. Bow. But
That's a totally
I
different
didn't
food
just
right
throw
there.
on them. Wait, I ain't just throw the sprinkles on them so they on top. I put them in the toaster so the sprinkles melted a little bit, so it merged a little bit, so it looked a little different and cool. Ooh, it got a little added different flavor now. But you don't know that it's the same damn thing.
Look, I would be saying the same thing if they did. Oh, we're gonna do the Rise of the Skywalker. We're adding a whole bunch of film. I'd have been like, look, I don't care. You failed. I'm sorry. But I do agree with Mark.
Yeah.
It is totally. A lot of people are gonna go get it because they're like, it could be better. No,
Yeah.
nothing can make
It could
feel
be.
better.
It could be. You want to know
It
why? It could be because the fact that Justice League is a thing. So technically, parallel to a negative, you can either be positive or less negative than that negative. So either way, technically, it's better. If Batman is not, what can I say? Yeah, if Batman's not being the Batman that they had him in, okay. If Aquaman's not jumping around randomly with a trident that he seems to be able to retrieve magically, okay. I mean, it's like, oh yeah, okay, and yeah, they'll give old boy who literally looks like the Mortal Kombat X main villain Shinar. They'll give him 5 seconds of a fight. He'll be able to swing this time and actually probably tickle Superman. He'll tickle him because we all saw how it went the first time. Oh, this guy giving you guys a problem? Bow. Okay, what now?
But I am in 100 agreement with Marv. The nerds are gonna come if they say it. Nerds will come, and that's exactly what they're trying to figure. That's what they're gonna do because people are already mad at this movie, and they were always like, "Oh, well, Snyder said he had his own version of it." As soon as that happened, all the fanboys were like, "It could be better." No. I'm sorry. Remember what he did? Didn't they do that for freaking not Justice League, Batman v Superman?
No, it's different. The difference is that Snyder got fired off of Justice League, and they kind of changed the whole movie because of that. Because they saw how bad Batman vs Superman did, and Batman vs Superman came out while he was filming Justice League. So once it came out,
did he do Batman v Superman?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So,
okay, so no, I agree with Malcolm now. Nope, I agree.
I don't think the movie is gonna be.
Nope.
I don't think the movie's gonna be good necessarily, but I do think it is gonna be a very different movie. Is it gonna be good? No, but it's the curiosity, and you guys can't even tell me that you're not gonna watch it. But before you guys rebuttal that, let's go to John because he hasn't spoken yet about this.
John's been sitting there like, "Can I speak? Can I speak? Can I speak?"
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best the first time. I don't know if it's gonna be better the second time. And when I saw the article, like the video included, there was talk that Snyder wanted the actors to come back and rescript the movie. Basically add like new dialogue or just change words. I don't know why.
Did they do it?
They didn't got the money for that. They're not doing that. That's way too much money.
So. I don't think.
And Ben Affleck
trying
to have new actors.
Ben Affleck trying to do Batman again. He not even gonna get Batman. Ben Affleck's not getting 20 feet of anything. Batman. He sees that bat signal in the sky. He's going back to a bottle. Ben Affleck's not doing that.
Well, he should have stayed.
He's going back to Little Will Hunting.
He's going back to drinking. He's going back to rehab.
No, he's going back to Jersey Girl.
Word.
He's going back to Jersey.
Ben Affleck don't want nothing to do with that right now. But I mean, let's see, man. Just out of curiosity, I do know that we're all gonna watch it though, and we're gonna have a podcast episode about it. So,
of course,
I'll see you guys in whenever that movie gets released.
I'm gonna find it online for free because I'm not doing this. I'm not paying HBO money to see this.
If I decide to watch it,
I'm gonna start the free trial and then not pay.
Oh yeah, facts. That's all you got to do. It's a new
website, unless cancel it immediately after it ends.
Unless they release that Green Lantern show at the same time, then I'll be like, "Damn it, you got me with my $15."
Yo, word is that Lantern is supposed to show up in the movie in Snyder's version too.
Oh God.
Well, he is an
That-
essential.
okay,
He is an
we need
essential
comic
member of
relief.
the Justice League.
He-
He is an
He's about
essential
as
member.
essential as Yamcha. Don't do that.
Oh,
Don't do that.
wow, burn.
That's why I said we need the comic relief.
Oh,
So I'm
wow.
glad if Green Lantern's gonna be there, he'll be the Yamcha of it. Hopefully they take that part that happened in the animated and bring that. Now that will make me watch it.
Wow.
Literally all
I
I
always
need
thought
is Green
Aquaman
Lantern
was the
telling
comic
Superman,
relief.
nah, I
Wow.
got this, you guys.
That was
I got
that is fun. Even as a fan, that's funny.
That
That
wow.
was just subjective. You can't even not laugh at that. That was just pure comedy gold. He said, "Don't worry, guys, I got this."
Got
Shoot,
this.
bing, poof.
I do want to see Superman in the black suit. I'll tell you that much. I'm mad that he didn't have the black suit in the movie. That was the main thing I was mad
Only-
about.
Only if he has the goatee and the beard.
Oh, the
Yeah,
mullet, the mullet in the beard.
Well, I don't know if it'll
And the
work.
mullet.
Yeah,
he needs the mullet.
You need the mullet. He's gotta have
He
that.
he needs that full get up, man.
Yeah, the '90s look. He gotta have that. I'm in a '90s rock band type of look.
I swear to God, if they come
Yeah.
back with some, oh, he's superior Superman or Superman 1000, 10,000, this, that, and the third. Yeah, we brought him back because he died, so now he's superior. I was like, what? What?
But I do like the idea
happens.
that this could create another multiverse in the DC universe now. Like
Thank
if
God.
if
You
Zack
get up
Snyder's
out of this.
version is a different universe.
Am I the only one that thinks that that DC is now trying to make their movie continuity like their comic continuity? Like every time they mess up, oh,
Reboot.
time
Yeah,
for a crisis.
new universe.
Time for a
Yeah.
crisis.
They're trying to.
Yeah.
Bird.
They're trying to.
Man,
They're trying to play
It
catch
works.
up. They're playing
it
catch up
works,
right now.
though.
Nah, not anymore. They're not. They're just doing whatever now. Now it's just reboot after reboot. The catch-up game is done.
They should stick. They should stick to the animated films.
They need money.
thrive on that.
Anime movies don't make as much money as live action, so they need the
Yeah.
money. Despite
Unless
everything,
you-
those movies make a lot of money.
Unless
Well,
your name is
technically,
Howard.
no. Depending on how the movie goes, because when you think about the Lego movie and stuff like that, those movies make big bangs. So
Yep.
depending on
Those are
how
CG
the
those are
animated
CG.
movie is.
Oh, I guess
Those are
I don't mean
animated.
animated. I'm sorry, I don't mean animated because yeah, Lego movie is animated. I mean direct to home video movies.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
what
they
I-
mess
Well,
up.
That's what
Now,
I really
if
mean.
they start making
Yeah,
big blockbuster animated videos,
don't
they
work
will
out.
kill the market. Listen
Yeah.
to me, DC. I'm brainstorming for you. Bring it to the big screen.
Facts. Look at
Big
Spider-Verse.
animated movies, you will win.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
at
they will.
Want to
They
see
will.
movies.
Like paying, you already got us paying $20 to see it on some app. You might as well just bring that shit to the movie theater. You'll get mad people coming back there again and again and again and again.
facts.
And then,
Facts.
Yeah.
and then as soon as it's out, they could just not even put it out on DVD. They just do the old Disney business. Wait 6 months, put it out on DVD.
That or no, nobody buys DVD anymore. Come on now, you're trying to make them go broke.
Okay, make it available on digital.
Yeah,
Malcolm
you gonna
really
go down to
said.
Blockbuster.
Malcolm really said they put it on DVD.
Yeah,
Put it
Yo.
on DVD.
Okay, Mr. 2001. I see you. I see you.
Yeah, I think he meant to say digital disc. I think he meant to say digital disc.
This man said DVD.
I got caught up in watching something about Disney, how they did their selling their video business. It was hilarious. And like, dude kept saying DVD so much in the video. I was like, yeah, no, I need to go get that on DVD or something. Now it's just my head. My head.
It happens.
Like he didn't even say Blu-ray not once. It's just once he got the DVD,
Well,
it was
that's-
just DVD.
I
But yeah,
guess
that's-
because he doesn't like Blu-ray. He just doesn't like Blu-ray.
Do
Probably.
people still buy Blu-rays too?
Yeah,
I don't
people
know
still buy
anybody
yes.
that buys
Yeah.
this.
still buy Blu-rays.
Who buys Blu-rays?
have-
You buy Blu-rays, John?
I used to.
Okay. I was gonna
Who
say.
buys CDs anymore? Like,
That's what I'm saying. I don't even know.
Everything is digital. What is with you guys? Download it.
Yeah, word. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing leaving the house? It's Corona. What are you doing?
Leave the house for some
Some
vitamins.
some people like collecting, and God forbid, the internet goes down and we can't watch our shows anymore. We got them on DVD.
That's why you download
Okay,
it.
restore
You download it.
Go have a freaking
technology
library in your
rules.
house.
If you buy the digital version,
technology.
you download it to your computer and then it's just there. You don't have to.
And you can sell the
You don't have to just stream it.
Mm.
But yeah, I get the collector's aspect. I get that part of it. It's just like records. People buy records, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, vinyl
Yeah.
records.
But if you
Why not?
download it onto the actual wait,
Yeah,
yeah,
anything. You could
yeah,
download
you
it on
can actually
PlayStation.
download it onto your actual data and stuff.
Yeah.
Your battery. You know what I mean?
If I had the chance, I'd buy
Download it to your
a
tablet,
Pink Floyd
your
vinyl record.
laptop. Oh,
With records, it depends because it's like the old records, they sound way better just coming from what the machine it was supposed to come from. Other than that, all the other ones, like if you got a Tyler the Creator and you playing it on a record player, what kind of hipster are you?
I thought that would be something you would do, to be honest. But everybody,
nah, he's
I
not that
know,
retro of a hipster. He's a
modern
borderline hipster.
everybody I know that buys records, none of them have a record player. They just buy it just for the collecting. And I'm like, all right, bro.
That's the stupidest thing ever.
Everybody I
I
know
was
that
on the
buys
verge
records.
of doing. I was on the verge of actually doing that.
You
I was
bought
on
you
the
bought a
verge
But
of
nice
if you
doing that,
don't
a
have
while
the
back.
player,
you bought
No.
that's a nice $30 picture frame.
I almost bought the Mafia 3 special edition that comes with the record of the playlist
That
of the game.
That game over is not for you, John. That's for everybody that buys records that doesn't have a record player.
Okay. Now I feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's not
Now
for
I
you.
feel a lot better.
That wasn't for you.
I thought it was for John, and then
No,
you're like,
no,
it's
no.
for everybody who buys records without a record player.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like
This one's for you.
I know a lot of people.
So this is league. We'll
Yeah,
see.
we're not. We'll see.
Bubble
We'll
team.
see.
On to the next one.
Yep. Final topic, guys.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Sex Bomb, and we're here to make you think about death and get sad and stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. Malcolm, take that away.
Wow. That was,
That's your really slow. It really bores me. I cannot stand it. Y'all going so hard. I do not like it. My phone likes it. It is so trash. Can you not tell that I do not like this show?
he doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. Okay. As everybody knows in my life, everybody knows I love Scott Pilgrim, and for some strange reason, they did a live streaming of it with the Academy with Edgar Wright and the creator Bobby O'Malley. Let me make sure I say his name right because I always say it. Yeah, Bobby O'Malley.
O'Malley.
I keep saying his name wrong.
O'Malley.
It's not Bobby.
O'Malley.
Brian Lee O'Malley. I always
Brian
say
Lee
Bobby
O'Malley.
O'Malley because I think of the Who's song. That's what comes in some.
Bubba O'Reilly.
And I get them mixed up all the time. So anyway, they had a whole resurgence, and a lot of the cast got to sit and watch it. And then out of nowhere, they announced that they were going to re-release it in August in theaters, like legit in theaters. Which I'm like, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix.
Yep.
Let them make some money with the hipsters, bro. It's fine.
But then here's the weird part, though. Brian Lee O'Malley went on Twitter and said, "Hey, remember the game we had for this? Wonder what happened to it. I hope they bring it back. And then Ubisoft, the creator of the game, hits him up and just hits him with the thinking about question mark. Now, this game is, oh my God, the game was so fun. Best game ever. hands down. It should be like at least in the low 50s, high 40s. That's what I have to say. One of the best games. Beautiful.
Explain the game.
It's basically you play through the comic version of the story of Scott Pilgrim. Everybody knows the story of Scott Pilgrim.
That's not explaining the game at
Yeah.
all. Dude, the game's a
Huh?
you're not explaining it at all. The game's a beat 'em
Yeah,
up.
It's a beat 'em up.
It's a beat 'em up.
It's a side.
I know it's a beat 'em up. I know it's a
That's
beat
what he
'em up.
asked you. What kind of
Oh,
game?
he asked me what kind of game? I thought he said what was the game about. I'm like, no, you just play through you play through all the comics. With all
I
those
never read
extra
the
side
comics.
characters. With all the extra side
Basically,
characters that you never got into.
So all the X's and everything you got to beat up and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but
Yeah.
question: what is the purpose of bringing something that's on Netflix that everyone has seen already 1,000 times?
I have
Let me finish.
the Blu-ray.
And just putting it
And
in
the
the theaters and not doing a
and the-
Snyder.
And the
direct-
book. I have the Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
What's the what
Yeah.
you said what's the difference?
No, I said, what's the point? If it's not a Snyder cut, so what's the point?
You know what? What's the
It's
point
an
of re-releasing?
The right
What's
cut.
That's
One at a
released-
time. One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead, Malcolm.
What's the point in releasing Star Wars again? What's the point in releasing Lion King or Little Mermaid in theaters and IMAX or whatever? Because they like the money and the fans love to spend that money. Some fans never got to see that movie in theaters. I was one of the lucky ones that did. So yeah, it's just for the experience that you got to see this in the theater.
The day they put Lion King back in theaters,
They
I will backhand everybody that's in line.
they done it before though. They brought the Lion King back. They brought it back when during the 3D craze.
But they re-edited it, didn't they? Or they did something different, right?
They added 3D to it.
Yeah, and they digitally remastered
They
it.
re-released it
They
before.
digitally remastered it. Disney does it a lot. Disney does release
Are they
movies in
gonna,
theaters
are
again.
they gonna do that to stop Pilgrim? Am I getting a remastered or 3D?
You really don't have to. It's like releasing Kill Bill again. You really don't got to change nothing.
What would be the point?
People just want to go to the movie and see it in theaters, see it on the big screens, dog.
I could see them bringing the
Yep.
game back. That's a good point, bringing the game back, because the game has lost the
That-
time.
Yeah, the game's super lost the time, and they said they might bring it back to Steam too. So, oh my god, we're gonna have a grand old time.
Yeah.
I
But it
hope
was
they
one of
bring
those-
back Transformers. What? No rebuttal? No rebuttal? Huh?
Which one, Cheyenne? Are you gonna talk about the classic '80s movie, or are you talking about the ones with Shia LaBeouf?
I was talking about the
Shia
classic
LaBeouf.
80s. But then again, now that you bring up Shia LaBeouf, we can bring back Shia LaBeouf. I love his character in those.
Look, it's like all those movies went downhill so quick. Like after the second one, not even the first.
No, Bro,
They did
weird.
segue into
Weird.
Transformers.
You hate this movie, but you can never tell me where did it go down. The first one was
Okay,
popping.
let me
It
just-
brought you in. Like, oh snap, Optimus Prime. Second one, ooh snap. We just see Optimus Prime. Now they doing something. How they got protect him. Talking about some all spark. They stand the third and everything. It was cool. Optimus died. I think that was the second one. Oh, bring him back. Bring him back. Now he fighting everybody. He all big and strong. And how is that bad?
Bro,
It's giant
You just
robot.
gotta admit, like half of those movies, after a while, they were just like, man, you know what? They're making money. It don't matter what the storyline is. It whatever is whatever at this point. Like they were drinking while writing like half of these movies, dog.
It's-
I heard
it's
the
the
I heard a
same
story that
premise
that
as
John,
Godzilla.
I heard the story that they don't write these movies, that they go out and just film it, like, and think of it on the spot. I don't know if it's true, but that's what I heard.
If they do it,
That's what I heard that
man.
Michael
That could-
Bay.
That
movie.
could sound true.
That's what I heard Michael
Sounds
Bay does.
legit.
I heard it from a famous actor that he doesn't storyboard or script. He just goes out and they think of what would be a cool scene on the spot just by the location they're at.
And
So what
then
we're gonna
explosions everywhere. Michael Bay film.
All right, if they cut out all the humans from all the Transformers movies, and it was just the Transformers, it was not a popping movie altogether. The fight scenes, the story that the Transformers themselves were already going through. The only reason why you would say, "Oh, I hate this movie, this Transformers movie," is because of the humans and their storyline.
Honestly, that was the reason why people hated the Shin Godzilla movie, because they were like, we don't care about.
Exactly.
I'll give you that. You get that point. You get that point. I will give you that.
So stop hating on the Transformers movie because you don't hate on the Godzilla movie.
Their best. Okay, but let's get back to Scott Pilgrim.
It's a human planet. It's the same thing with Godzilla. Of course, humans are going to get in the way thinking that they're important.
You know what? I will get back to the topic. Let's get back to the main topic. So for Scott Pilgrim, I feel like if this resurgence does go well, I feel like they should honestly give it a. It should be animated by now. Like, this should honestly get an animated show. You got a whole bunch of reference material, and you can literally do it. All the actors will come back probably. Because old boy who played Superman ain't doing nothing no more.
Damn, what are you talking about?
And
he's in here till tomorrow.
Nah, I thought he got off that.
Oh, he's
I thought
done
he was
with
off
that?
that. He stopped playing the Atom.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, I thought he stopped playing the Atom.
In The Witcher?
He was... No, that's a different Superman.
Nah.
On top
Henry.
of that,
Malkin's talking about vegan Superman. He's talking about vegan Superman.
Cat.
no, I think those would be the only people who would be hard to get back. But then again, no, I think Brie Larson would come back to play Envy if she had
Ms. Marvel
on a show. What kind of show?
On a show, yeah.
What kind of show are you talking about? Like Cartoon Network?
It'd be. I'd say Adult Swim. I'd say late night Adult Swim.
No, they can't afford to get Brie Larson and Captain America doing cartoons. That'd be expensive as hell.
Because
she's
Miss Marvel.
Yeah, you're talking about some of the most highest paid actors in Hollywood. They're Marvel.
No, but then again, you gotta give them that leeway that they were in that movie and they enjoyed their time with that. So just coming back for whatever, like that.
Enjoyed their money too.
Yeah, but you're talking about a weekly gig. You're talking about like a week-long gig sometimes doing voice acting.
I mean, yeah, I give you that, but I'm saying just to come back, they probably would.
They can
just for that.
Say voice acting is harder than regular acting. They would be like,
that'd be.
Give me that money. I'm sorry.
They'll be playing a character they've already played in live action, so they're just transferring that performance onto that into an animated form.
It's happened before, but like with Scooby Doo, the guy that plays Shaggy in the movies did the voice in the cartoon, but that was after he had retired from live action movies. Like,
I'm mad he didn't do the new Scooby movie that came out.
He's mad too. He's been ranting about that for like weeks now.
Yeah, I'm mad for him, bro. That's messed up.
He's heartbroken. I'm like,
wait, what character? I'd imagine.
Yeah, I guess you get attached to the characters you voice act, but it's business, you know. It's business.
Yeah. That's like Blade though. Like he not ready to let go of Blade. What's his name? Not ready to let go of Blade.
Snipes. He said he approves of Marshala Ali. He said he approves of
Marshala Ali.
He approved. Yeah.
He said he approves. So they're both Muslims, so I think he has some kind of like camaraderie. Like, oh yeah, I'm passing on to another dude. So one of my brothers.
So I feel like if it is, they'll come back to that. Chris Evans is acting. I mean, he's directing now, so he'll come back for the voice. He's not even in it for that movie. Well, honestly, the two people they have to get like the most for is people who play Stephen Stills, Kim Pines, because they're in it a lot.
How about they don't do?
Yeah.
How about they don't just remake the show? Because I mean, the comic and the movie, because people know those stories already. How about they go past that part? That way, you don't need to bring back.
I was thinking that, but there's nothing.
I mean, because what are they gonna do when they run out of X's and stuff like that on the show? There's gonna be one season. I know there's 3 books, right? There's 3 books, right?
No, there's 6 books.
Okay, so
Damn, how many dudes she date?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I'm like, 6 books worth?
I just caught it.
Oh shit!
Hey,
I'm not shaming. Let's get that out there. I'm not shaming. Damn, baby girl, damn. Slow down. You got catalogs.
Oh.
Whoa. You think the books are like big books? No, they're like mangas, dog.
yeah.
Okay,
literally.
but that's not taking away from the characters in those mangas, dog.
Well,
It's other characters in those mangas.
So wait, is it 1x per manga or what is it?
It's like
Yeah, it
3.
really is. It's like no. It's 1x per.
But
Because when you get
that's what I'm
about
saying.
the
So
twins?
if the show is all about the books, the show's gonna run out of material quick. So why don't they go past that already and go into maybe Scott and this girl, like, another goal, another mission for them or something else,
because the book is just that good. It just ends. Like by the time we would get to like the final season of the show, it'd be like, yeah, no, we're good. We're done.
No, it would
We
only.
hit that-
You're saying the books are short. It would be only one season. Where do
Yeah.
you go?
Huh?
It would
Yeah.
only be one season if that's. You want to watch 6 seasons of him just beating up guys for a girl?
No, it'd be a long running story. It's a book. Come on, guys.
You said the
Of
books
him
are
It's about a
beating
guy-
short.
up dudes for a girl.
Yeah, like you don't want to see anything past that. You don't want to know what
No.
they do after.
See, what I'm trying to say is I've read the book, so when I'm reading the book, I'm more like, no, there was more to that than him just beating up a bunch of exes.
I get
It was
that
about
part.
him coming into himself.
I think obviously
So
books
that he could
books
date
always
her.
have more. Books always have more than the movies. But what I'm saying is, you just want a rethread of stuff you already seen. You already know. Like you don't want nothing
No.
new.
No, it's more like when you read a good manga chapter and you're like, oh, I can't wait for that to be animated.
Okay.
That's what I want.
All right. I'm
It's more like I would rather
Okay.
see it animated than rather
I can see
go
that.
through.
I can see that. In my opinion, I'd rather see them go on to a new story, a new chapter in their lives or something, Like maybe it's not just about beating up boyfriends again. Maybe it's about like beating up rock bands or rock stars or something. Like I don't know. I don't know where you could go with it, but the story I already seen and read it already. Like I want something new with these characters. Like what else is happening in that universe? Is it just that's it? You beat up the boyfriends and that's it?
Yeah, because they
And-
left a lot of things like the interdimensional highway with the door
Yeah, I'm
and
about to
stuff.
say her powers and everything. I was like, what?
Yeah, they're like every time she's from America and America's super weird, or what makes America weird. I see where you're coming from, Mark.
Yeah, like I would like to see them go to New York, and maybe in New York, there was somebody she had problems with over there. Not a boyfriend though. I've already seen that. Like I want what else could they get into? Where else
I
could
mean,
they
she
take those
had
characters?
girlfriend, only one, but they
Yeah,
can do more of those.
she's still alive. She could be a recurring villain or something on the show, like Envy. She could be recurring and do something with it. Not just the same
No,
old
no.
story.
I was talking about hers.
Oh, she had one girlfriend, but she's dead. They killed her. She turned into coins.
Yeah, I was saying she got another one, technically.
Yeah, I guess.
Yep. R.I.P. Roxy.
But yeah. That's my point. That's my piece.
Yeah, but guess what? The show's over, guys.
Oh, wow. Nice. Very good.
And take it away, John.
If you enjoyed this
Yeah.
episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to us. Turn on notification here on It's Friday Super Podcast. And be sure to follow us on social media, such as Facebook and Instagram at It's Friday Super.
Like always, guys, it's been Friday.
On a Thursday.
On the Friday.
Happy birthday, Phil Lamar.
Happy birthday.
And happy